Welcome back, Thunderly friends. Appreciate you joining me for a Thursday episode of Donnie Does It. We are back. We're painting orcs, and I am joined by my producer, Greg. How you doing today, Greg?
I am doing A-okay.
Well, I appreciate you being here. It's always much more fun when you're with me on this, so
It's always
great.
more fun to be here than at work, so.
Amen. Amen. Uh, All right. Well, we are back to painting, and if you're new here, welcome. And otherwise, we are a tabletop RPG stream that moonlights as a video game and miniature painting stream. If you haven't checked any of those shows out, definitely do. But yeah, who's on the music today, Greg?
We got Creator Mix on our music today, and they provide free-to-use music for streamers and content creators, and I really like their stuff. They've got a really good variety of stuff. They are not a sponsor, so we're open to it. But yeah, they've got some good mood pieces. They've got some good background jams. I like them.
All right. So, yeah, let's do a little jam out session here. We can listen to some music, we can do some hobbies, talk gaming, whatever you're here for. We're about it. So pipe up and chat. Let us know how your day's going.
The weather here, and I know you're in the same region I am, Donnie, is it's so cool today. It's one of my favorite weather styles. It's where you've got those big dark clouds, but you're backlit with like super bright sunlight.
Actually, remind me, I'll throw that image that I did into the Discord.
Oh, yeah.
For anybody that's a member, you can join our Discord through Patreon and get access, where you can learn the hard-hitting facts, like what kind of cheese is better than other kinds of cheese.
And why Ray is wrong about colors.
You are incorrect, sir.
No, that's right. You're Team Ray. You're a blue boy.
I'm Team Blue. Despite the amount of stuff I painted purple lately.
See? Purple gets its hooks in ya. It is just an infectiously good color. I remember there were, actually, near Edgewater, there were a couple of purple houses.
Really?
Yeah, on the way that I came into work there was one, like, dark purple house, and I remember my mom hated it.
Well, yeah, it was painted the wrong color.
No. I never got that. Like, why are you gonna hate on how somebody else's house looks, especially if it's not in your neighborhood? Like, if it's your...
What's up, Ray? What's up, Binary?
What's
Thanks
up,
for
friends? How's
hopping
it going?
on. Welcome home, Binary.
Yes, hope your trip was good. What's up, Ray?
It obviously was delicious.
Yeah, oh my god. Looked so tasty. Made my peanut butter and jelly sandwich look pretty weak.
How's your day going out there?
Lots of wine. Sometimes that's the ticket. I am not much of a wine drinker myself.
Same.
I enjoy it every once in a while, but it It has a tendency to give me a headache if I have more than a glass.
I just fall asleep. Like
That's any alcohol for me, really. Like, unless it's like a Four Loko or something that's also got caffeine. Yeah.
how much do you have left to paint in a day and a half?
Ooh. Oh, I want to hear about that, Ray. I've had a couple of bad experiences with wine. Mostly just bad morning after with that. I get the gnarliest headache from wine.
I was gonna say, unless it's like I drank a bunch of wine and then like the bottle exploded. Like I think we know how this story ends. Like
I don't know. It could be I drank a bunch of wine and then did something stupid and interesting. Oh god, you were playing wine pong. Binary's got 6 Terminators and a golden
idea.
purple. 1 Blade Champion is in the same, and then 2 Dreadnoughts. I mean, I feel like the alcohol content in beer and wine are relatively similar.
yeah, but the sugar content isn't.
Oh. That's a good point. That is a good point. I never thought about it from that side.
That's why you get the headache.
I also think that's something to do with the tannins, because I've read something about like tannins not agreeing with people, like the whatever it is in tequila that makes it kind of unique that doesn't agree with some folks, and not just the alcohol, you know.
The tequila monster.
yeah. I know there's some compound in tequila that some people don't process well, and I think there's something similar for wine and tannins. But I am remembering stuff from a long, long time ago, so I am probably entirely wrong. Wait, Ray, you mixed the wine and the beer?
I assume in the stomach, not in the cup. I hope not in the cup.
I did play a couple matches of King's Cup where there was wine in the beer cup and the liquor cup. And
Oh.
that wasn't, I mean, it was a fun game when you were 18, 19.
No, you mean 21, right, Gregory?
I mean, in Europe where this was legal.
Yeah, this was a story Yoke told us about.
yeah, exactly. Oh my god.
Oh, God.
Oh god, that sounds... Yeah.
Like, just way too much alcohol.
I mean, yes, but also the worst possible combination. Like, the only way you could make that worse is add some tequila to the mix.
To be fair, at that kind of parties, there's a good chance.
How do you think I know that's the only thing that would be worse? I partied a lot. In college and after, obviously. I actually really didn't party in high school at all. I was a goody two-shoes. I didn't even curse until, like, sophomore year.
That was probably my fault.
No, I actually got bullied into it. This is a totally fucked up story that I'm laughing at now, but I realize as I'm saying it, it's super fucked up. I got made fun of for not cursing fairly often, and one day at the end of lunch, a couple of kids came up to me, and like one of them grabbed me from behind, and they said, "Say fuck or we're gonna kick your ass." And I'm like, "No." And so the dude knees me in the tailbone, and I just dropped to my knees. And they definitely got me to say what they wanted.
That feels appropriate.
Yeah. Yeah, it was... But I've been making up for lost time since. If you've seen a show where I play video games, you know this.
What? I have no idea what you're talking about.
I always wish for death after I drink anymore. But that's what being over 30 is, I think, right?
Yeah. I'm back on top chat. Let's fix that.
I really wish it would stay on live chat. Like, I wish...
Yeah, like, it's such a weird choice to not.
I bet you there's a setting somewhere I can fix, but...
Well, I feel like it's it's not like a stream setting. I feel like it's a user setting.
But I feel like for me, especially since I am the one streaming, I should be able to have it as a user setting. You know what I mean?
I don't know. Well, I just mean that it's probably to the viewer's side. I don't know about yours on like the stream tools, but like even mine is like a viewer. It shows up as always is
Yeah, it's probably in
chat.
the user profile settings, I bet.
Somewhere.
What was your go-to college drinking game?
More, please? No, I don't know.
I know when we lived together, we didn't really do drinking games so much. We just had drinks.
I feel like it was. I don't know what it was even called, but there was waterfalls or something.
Oh, beer pong?
No, it was definitely a card game,
Okay.
and like I can't really remember it.
I think that might be
shockingly.
King's Cup.
Is that where like, okay, this came out, now everybody drinks, and then like you don't stop till the person next to you stops?
I think so, and then there's like a cup in the middle that you can pour stuff into. And like if you draw a certain king, you have to drink it or something.
Oh, okay. It's been a minute.
Yeah. And I don't remember most of those nights anyway.
Not super clearly, yeah.
Ray used to take the door off the hinges and use it for beer pong. Okay. That's a pretty collegey story. Mine was Flip Cup. I am still undefeated in Flip Cup. Like, I don't know why, but I am very good at flipping a cup over after I've emptied it. I'll have to try that at the next retreat. See if I can keep my undefeated record. Last time I played, I smoked the dude.
You know why that's a terrible idea?
Because we're gonna be at elevation?
Yeah, and you no longer have that immunity.
Yeah. Yeah, no, it's
Or
going...
at least by then you won't.
Yeah, definitely. Could you move your hands up a bit?
Oh, yeah.
I
Get some stuff out of my way.
I didn't do
Maybe that would help.
too many drinking games. Like, I did a few drinking games, but I just did more party drinking than, like, drinking games.
Yeah.
So I also found myself in the basement almost as much as I found myself in the keg room.
I found myself in whatever room had the dog.
That's always a good room to be in.
That continued well into adulthood.
Yeah.
And it's still the case. If I go to a party and I'm like, there's a dog, that's the focus. I don't do the party.
That's fair. I'm very much the same way.
No social awkwardness with doggo.
Exactly. They're just happy to see you.
Yeah, you didn't miss much in terms of drinking games.
Yeah, I mean, it's really just a race to black out. That's true. That was the only thing you did coherently that day, I remember. It's crazy how close that cabin is now.
Just down the road.
Yeah. What a wild year it's been, man. I feel like I don't even know my own life anymore.
That's a weird feeling, and I do get it.
Oh, no, I know you get it. Like...
You're like, wait, what just happened?
Yeah, all of a sudden I'm driving a new car, wearing fucking button-ups and slacks, and, like, worrying about schedules and budgets and shit. Like... I used to swing a hammer, and then I did nothing for 3 years.
Oh.
Like, it's weird how fast life happens sometimes. Like, obviously it's been great. My head is spinning.
You know, I came in today, I was like, I'm going to paint the hazard stripes on this cable, and I'm going to do some checkerboards on the shoulders maybe, and instead I've painted some brown.
You know, that's that's what happens sometimes. But you did make a liar out of me.
We're gonna get there.
As long as one hazard stripe is painted, I'm not a liar. Or one check. I'm not picky. But we knew that. So when you're doing your checkerboard, are you going to use like a brace or something to keep the lines straight?
Nope, just a prayer.
All right, I love it.
We're gonna raw dog this checkerboard again. That's what I did on the other one too, because I just kind of traced out a grid very carefully with the pen or with the paintbrush, and then just hope for the best. I don't know that I can do one on this guy, but we're definitely gonna do hazard stripes. Let's just go ahead and give that a shot.
That's true, Binary. Straight lines don't matter on orcs.
That's was my whole starting point.
Besides, like, if I understand it right, if the orc thinks it's straight, then it is straight.
Okay.
Like, that's my understanding of how orcs work in this universe. Is they manifest it.
Exactly. They're the ultimate in, like, white girl power.
I was just gonna say, like, they're SoCal influencers, baby. They just manifest it. I can say that. I lived there. Like, manifested my way out of there. It was a beautiful place. Like, it is one of the most gorgeous places I've ever been. But it is not a good cultural fit for me. Like, for the people it works for, it works great for them.
I do need to look at something quick.
Trying to figure out the angle to start your stripes at?
Yeah. Just need...
Are you doing it on the shaft of the handle thing?
On the, like, cable here
Okay.
that's painted pink?
Oh, God. You just said, fuck it, I'm going hard mode to start.
Pink is easier, but yeah, the curve is not.
Are you doing pink and yellow hazard stripes?
No.
Okay. I'm loving it, Binary. It is gorgeous. It is a lot more affordable. Oh, it's so funny. I bought a couch today, right? And the lady is like, "Oh man, yeah, sorry, the tax is so much." And I'm like, "Oh, no big deal. I spent a decade in California. I'm used to it." I looked at the tax, and she was apologizing for 7%. The last place I worked in Colorado, I briefly worked at a sporting goods store, had a 7% add-on tax for the development it was in.
What? That's like wild.
Yeah, well, it was a pass-through fee that the developer was responsible for paying. That the way they paid was they made any retailers on their property
Development.
pay a public improvement fund, they called it, or something like that. And every retailer
Wild.
that was on this development had to have this, I think it was like a 7% surcharge on all transactions. And we had customers yell at us for it all the time. Like, what the hell is this piff? And I'm like, that's the developer passing the cost of making this development onto you. Because that's exactly what it was. They had to pay something to the city, and they're like, okay, we'll pay that off over a few years using this.
That's so weird.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's shady real estate development, so. It makes sense in the context. Needless to say, the tax situation here is much better. At least the sales tax. I haven't done my income jobbers yet, so I don't know how that's going to be.
It's not terrible. It's just confusing.
I'm guessing, especially working in a different state.
That actually doesn't cause any problems.
Oh, that's good.
You only pay our state.
Oh, that's good. That's good.
They've got an agreement because nobody works in West Virginia.
Yeah, that seems to be the case. Like, except at a Dollar General.
Yeah.
But no, it's gorgeous.
The funny part, though, is we actually do have the Coast Guard here where we're at.
I know.
I
know somebody who works in facilities, and I keep trying to get them to move to the Coast Guard facility here. They won't do it.
We've also got Homeland Security all over the place, IRS,
I mean, we're super proximate to the capital, right?
Well, yeah.
We can't see.
But it's weird that it ended up in where we are.
Move your hands up a bit.
No.
That's fair. I mean, I had to ask, right? It's always fun when somebody you don't know at work comes into your office panicked, asking you, "Can you answer this question for me?" You have to tell them, "No." Especially when they're like, "Hi, I don't know if you remember me," and you don't.
Oh yeah, no, I never do.
Yeah, I'm
starting to after 3 years.
Yeah, he's like, "It's okay if you don't." Whoa, bro. Whoa. Yeah, I'm adjusting to office life. It's very different than swinging a pick all day.
Well, and we're in pretty non-traditional office life at that.
That's true. That is true. We work in higher education servicing?
Yeah. Just that first part of that really makes it interesting, right, Binary?
Yeah. I have an aunt who works in higher ed, and she's actually given a couple of TED Talks, and was on a presidential council at one point for video games in education. Really cool stuff. But she is definitely an eccentric. She's an odd duck, and she surrounds herself with odd ducks because she's in higher ed. And so I'm not super surprised by the people I'm meeting, but they definitely fit the, "Oh, you're in higher ed" vibe. I've been around educators most of my life. And
let's see kind of what I'm doing here.
Not just in school.
So I'm just tracing a stripe down the whole thing.
Okay.
And you can kind of see it. It's pretty light, but there we go.
Okay, yeah.
And so once I get to the base, then I can start going through and kind of widening it.
Yeah, but right now you're getting the spacing down.
And just the trail and...
That's always hard for me, is keeping a spiral evenly spaced on something. I tried to do it a couple of times doing some woodworking.
Yeah, I probably should have just easy moded it and just striped it instead of spiraled it. But, you know, if you're going to do it, why not do it the hardest way possible?
Exactly. Binary is saying you can use tape to do it. That makes sense.
Yeah, but that's cheating. I've actually got it literally in the drawer next to me. Like, I've special tape that the wife gave me from doing nails, like for doing nails, but it's like uber thin. Oh, that's not great.
Just like thin masking tape?
Well, it's almost like a plastic. It's almost like Scotch tape, except like a 1/8 of an inch thick instead.
That would be extremely thick tape.
Not like whipped. I get what you mean, but
Okay, wide, not thick.
yeah.
Okay, I'm like, damn, that is some fluffy tape.
It took me a second to be like, what do you mean that's big? Like, it's like, Greg, 1/8 of an inch is not big.
Direction matters. I'm like, why are you using foam tape? I actually need to get some 1/4-inch foam tape for my front door. Get it sealed up. Make that AC run better. That is the only bill that has been higher for me out here than in Colorado or California is my electric bill.
That checks out.
Yeah, especially since like the first 2 weeks, I forgot to turn my AC down during the day when I was at work.
Well, and then, of course, you know, Colorado, you've got, what, a gajillion square miles of wind power supplementing power out there.
Yep, and I was part of a power co-op place I lived, so I got really good rates. Like, I never paid more than $75 for my place, and I ran my AC as much as I wanted there.
It's really, really good.
But also, it was much cooler in Colorado half the year.
That's true.
And even, I mean, it's a dry heat. But it's true. It is a dry heat, so you don't need the AC quite as much. Granted, no heat around me is a dry heat. I'm still getting used to hot rain. Like, that is a weird one for me.
Well, it gets hotter when it rains too.
Yeah. So coming outside, like sitting inside an air-conditioned room, like in the store, watching it rain, and it's all nice and gray outside, and it's pouring, and I'm surrounded by sweaters. I have so many freaking sweaters at work right now.
I don't get it, but yeah.
Like, it's the middle of summer, and half of the shit in my store is sweaters. And it's all pouring out. I'm like, oh, it's going to be so nice when I go outside. I go upstairs and walk by a door somebody opens. And it's just a slap in the face of wet, hot air. And I'm like, oh, that's right. West Virginia. In that case, Virginia.
Yeah, but doesn't your skin feel great?
It doesn't feel that much different.
No.
Like, I'm actually moisturizing now, and I wasn't in Colorado. Because I'm with fabric all day, and my hands are normally really dry. And dry hands with fabric is a bad combination for me. Like, it gets all snaggy, and I hate it.
I had a microfiber washcloth and it was lingering around the house
Ah,
and we never ever used it. And then every once in a while it would end up in the wash. And as soon as I touched it,
ah.
it was just so
I,
bad. And
it
like
is making
last
my
time it
neck
did,
tingle thinking about it.
I instantly turned around and threw it in a
Good.
trash
That's the
can.
only place for a microfiber cloth.
I was like, I'm never touching this
Yeah.
again.
No,
Like,
only place those belong is in the trash. One of the worst fucking feelings ever.
yeah, like why that was ever designed, I will never know.
It's like soft Velcro, but worse. Microfiber's horrible. I'm so glad I'm not the only one here who hates on microfiber.
No, for sure.
Like, I actually generally don't wear athletic gear because
That meshy stuff, yeah.
even like a nice Under Armour, if I'm at all dry, I guess my elbows are pretty good these days, but if I'm at all dry, it just catches. When I was a kid, I couldn't wear long sleeves because my elbows were just like flaky dry. I tried, like, my mom had me put like Vaseline type shit on there and I hated it. Like, I would rather have dry, flaky skin than deal with a greasy moisturizer.
Elbow.
Yeah, like, it's almost as bad as microfiber for me. Like, that's the worst part of a tattoo for me, is not the pain, but having to put on that ointment. Like, anything that has ointment in the name is going to be a bad time for me. I don't know why, but that's been the case my whole life. It's just a sensory thing, like the microfiber.
Yeah.
Like, for some reason my body's just like, ew, that's gross. It's weird. As sensitive as I can be about like textures that my skin touches, I'll eat anything. Like, I know a lot of people are a lot more picky about food, but
Yeah, texture and consistency with food is definitely on the list for me.
like, if it's a food I eat a lot of that has variability, like fruits, I definitely have a preferred kind, you know? Like, nobody likes a mushy blueberry. But, yeah, I'll try anything. I might be like, ew, that ain't for me, but I'll try it. I've only run into one texture that made me almost vomit, and that was undercooked calamari.
Ew.
Yeah, no, it was like chewing on soft rubber hoses. But it tasted like half-cooked fish. That one was bad. It took a very long time for me to try calamari again after that. I'm glad I did, but it was a minute.
All right, not too bad.
Dang, that's coming together for sure. Surprisingly even. Nice.
I'm a little shocked
Like,
myself.
I would not have been able to do it that even if the hose was straight.
I think that's part of actually what helps. Is because it's irregular, you don't notice that it's doing that as much.
That's fair. That's fair. Still, it looks really good.
I am not upset.
I love it when you finish something and you're like, oh, that's good.
Yeah, I've definitely done that. Like, ooh.
It's like when you're bowling and you know it's going to be a strike before it hits the pins.
Yeah.
Yeah, you just look at it and you're like, oh, that's good. Or you try and be cool and walk away. It's a lot less cool when you walk away from the model. That's just kind of getting up when you're finished. Doesn't make a cool
burst of the ADHD, you know.
What was that?
It's when the ADHD bubble bursts.
Yeah, exactly.
And I just stand up. Oh wait, what was I doing?
I was doing that so bad at work today. I was working on like 5 different things, and I kept cycling
great?
between them because I forgot I was working on anything else. And then I would realize it. Oh shit, I have to go work on that. Oh shit, I have to go work on that.
Yep. There's one day I sat down here at my computer desk, and I like instantaneously I had like some models here, and I was like, oh, I can paint those while cleaning up this and getting on the computer, and and all of a sudden I'm like, oh, I gotta stop.
God, when your brain just gets like hungry like that, it's like when you're eating with your eyes. When you go to the grocery store hungry, but with a brain. God, I hate grocery shopping hungry, and I do it all the time. And then I get home and I'm like, I have junk and no meals.
To be fair, I just kind of hate grocery shopping, period.
I don't hate shopping. I know I'm in the minority there, but I don't hate shopping. Like, especially if I'm being left alone and the store isn't busy.
Yeah, if I can throw in some earbuds, it helps.
I tend not to do earbuds just because I don't like losing my, I'm gonna sound like a fucking asshole here, but my situational awareness. Like, I just like to...
I have none at the best case scenario, so it doesn't matter.
I like to be able to hear what's going on around me, and I think it just comes from working on trails for as long as I did. Like, for sure. You have to be able to hear people coming up behind you, so it's a hangover from that, I think, but I just don't like having my ears plugged in public. As much as I wish I could sometimes.
I was gonna say, whereas in public is particularly where I want to plug my ear
to. No, like I wish I could, and sometimes I can, like especially if it's just an overwhelming crowd, then it doesn't matter. But like, if it's a grocery store, I want to be able to hear what's happening around me. I think because that's part of what my ADHD keys into is just the variability of my daily life. Like, because each time it's different, you know?
Gotcha.
But also, I just forget to do stuff like put my headphones on or bring them. So it's not an option for me. Like, you can't listen to music if you don't have your headphones, unless you're that guy, and I'm not that guy.
Oh god, those people are the worst.
Like, that and having like loud-ass speakerphone conversations, those two personal decisions, I don't understand. And the people who have the loud conversations, it's always like ridiculously private.
I always love when you see somebody talking on their phone and it's obviously a work call in the bathroom and you're like hearing sinks and toilets and I'm like, dude, like what are you doing?
Like, did you take this call in here? Did you come in here on this call? Like, which had precedence here? Because I can understand one situation, the other one not so much. Like, if you're in an it's happening situation and you're in the meeting, well, it's happening. Might as well go to the bathroom.
Lean into it.
Lift your hands, bruh.
I can't, Gregory.
Put the holder on, and then you'll be able to have it stabilized and elevated.
The base doesn't fit in the holder.
Oh.
Yeah. It's too big.
Well, then get a empty pill jar and some museum tack, and do it old school.
Guess I could do that.
I've got one of my big ass old pill bottles. That's what I use. Doesn't have fancy magnets or anything. I don't have magnetized pieces, so. God, that's coming together so sharp.
It should not be this easy. Like,
I always get worried when something's easier than I think it should be. It's like, all right, where's that second health bar? Where's phase 2? But maybe that's just my Souls Like Burnout talking. I've been much better lately.
How many bosses do you have left? Do you know?
I have no idea. I have most of the DLC left, and then I think one main boss left. The DLC is, in fact, ass-kickingly hard. It is cool, though. The DLC is very cool.
Stupid weird spot.
Oh, that looks like a horrible spot to paint.
There's just one little curve where, like, the only way to really get to it effectively is through everything else.
Do you have any of those brushes with, like, the 45-degree bent tips?
I do not. I could see them being useful, but I've never even occurred to me to try something like that.
I feel like that would be really useful for a situation exactly like you're in. But
the only problem I would have is that, like, part of what I'm doing is just trusting that the point of the brush is where I want it.
Well, that's exactly it. Like, you have to have that familiarity with the tool.
Yeah.
And having your brush not be where it's supposed to be by 45 degrees is... You're gonna drag it on something. At least I would.
Well, exactly, yeah. Like, I might be able to get it where I wanted the paint, but the problem will be when I get it not where I want the paint.
Exactly. Like, I feel like if you invest the time and you do a lot of tight models, it would be worth learning the tool, but for the most part, it's a specialty tool.
Speaking of specialty tools, hey, Binary, you used your stamps yet? How does that work? You got a whole club of people waiting on you to tell us if it works or not.
I am so curious about those little stamps. My ex had them for nail polish, and they worked really well for that. And I always thought it would be fun to steal them for miniatures, and it's really cool to see that that's become a product. All $200 of them unused, sitting on his desk. You keeping the club in suspense. Like, I've seen a lot of videos of the stamps working really well. But that could just be, you know...
Yeah, like, how many of the videos didn't go well?
Exactly. You know, like, was that take 2 or was that take 200? Nice thing about the orcs, like we were saying earlier, Binary, is if it doesn't come out quite right, it's orcs. I gotta figure out dinner. I did not have a chance to eat before we got on tonight.
I officially christened the new car and ate something while driving.
That's such a big step, isn't it?
Yeah. It's like, I don't think I spilled anything, but...
Yeah. I remember my first... And I don't eat while I'm driving. I'm very particular about driving. I don't eat when I'm driving except candy.
We'll just not discuss it.
I know that I am particular about driving, and not everybody is, and I accept this as long as they're not around me when I'm driving. Which they always are, every day.
So I will say that is one thing I am liking about the car is like there's enough self-guidance that like it takes a lot of the like, oh God, are you paying attention out of it?
Yeah. Yeah.
As well as it yells at me constantly, like, pay attention, motherfucker. Like
Does yours have the camera that watches the driver?
Oh yeah.
Okay. I wouldn't like that.
It's not record it, so it does ask me sometimes if it can record, particularly when it's doing traffic jam assist mode, which is just shy of self-driving. But like they obviously don't want you to be like, cool, I'm checked out entirely here.
Right.
Like
right. It's for legal purposes, so they can say, look, this is driver's fault, not our self-driving tech.
Yeah.
Like, that makes sense.
But otherwise, it's never recording. It's just literally looking to see if, like, you're looking at it.
That's fair.
Yeah.
Now, mine has, like, the lane drift warnings and see, you gotta remember, the car I had before this had crank windows, AM, FM radio, no AC, a heater that barely worked, and... Oh yeah, it was a 5-speed. So I went from a 1999 Wrangler that was like the base package to a really nice new Rogue. Not new, but new to me. God damn, dude.
That was surprisingly easy.
That looks so good.
It didn't take long either. Like,
That's gonna look so sharp on the table with all of them set up. Dude.
let's see. I got a couple specific things left. Let's see what we can do about those. If I could get rid of all the black that's not supposed to be black today, that'd be a win.
About setting smart goals. Specific.
Well, unfortunately, binary set me up with some very unsmart goals. Like, hey, why don't you guys just build and paint your whole army in 8 weeks? It'd be cool, right? And I've almost got 2 models done in 2 weeks.
Oh.
With a healthy head start.
How much, how many more do you have?
Innumerable.
Got plenty of time.
At least have, yeah.
Paint faster.
No, there's like 0 chance of me getting it all painted.
Or
my goal is to try and get the rest of them like base coat painted, so they're playable, but in a position where like it's easy for me to then slowly finish them.
Right. Or you could just do what Ray always tells me to do and get good.
I feel like I'm not bad.
You're actually right. I say this all the time, but it's so cool to watch you improve, and you have improved. Like, you weren't starting from a bad spot, but your skills have just skyrocketed, and it's really cool to watch.
Definitely been kind of like a just a personal like, okay, cool, I've got this thing going, like, how do I do something better this week? Like, I think that's kind of what we talked about when we started this, was like, let's have an hour and a half of like intentionality. And yeah, I mean, I think it's a good thing in general. Like, shows like you can teach an old dog new tricks.
Yeah, yeah. It shows that if you put the time in, you'll get better. You know, if you put the intent there, you'll get the results. Because yeah, like it's so cool watching how much better your painting has gotten with each model on the show. And like seeing them in person too, it's they look even
Yeah,
better
I
in
wish I
person.
was a better photographer of miniatures because I do feel like I don't do myself any favors there.
It's definitely a skill. Like
It is. And it's a step issue too,
yeah,
like
like you
getting the right things for
you're
it.
taking quick photos of them with your phone, right?
Yeah,
Like you're
exactly.
not doing
I'm not
setup, you're not
usually.
framing them, you're not doing lighting or anything like that. Like,
Yeah.
of course, you're not going to get nearly the results. Like, you're taking quick shots for thumbnails. You're not trying to display professional resume work. You know.
But unfortunately, even when I do try to do that, it's still lacking. But again, that's a skill issue and a prep issue.
And that's one of those things that if you put the time into, you can absolutely improve on. You know.
And it's something I could just, make my brother do.
Even better. I mean, you've got a semi-professional photographer on speed dial. That's something I would like to do more of. And I think once I kind of get acclimated, I'm going to try and do more of his photography. I did a lot of...
It's a good area for that.
It's so gorgeous here, and there's so much history you can go capture. And it's just, yeah. But I did photography all the way through high school. And I've always kept up a little bit with it, taking artistic photos of nature mostly. But I would like to actually get my camera and relearn like the technical side of it and stuff.
Sure.
Like f-stops and shutter speeds and apertures and ISOs and all
Camera
that.
words.
What's that?
Camera words.
Exactly. Now get the light meter.
They turned out good.
That turned out so good, dude. Holy crap.
And then just that quick, there's that strapping on the gas can done.
That looks so good too.
And just looking for other shit. Oh, even things on here I should do.
How are you liking the Pro Acryl compared to the Citadel?
I have been using them quite extensively. So they're very thin to start with, which is great. It makes it very easy to put thin paint on the model, but sometimes it's a little too thin, so it won't like stick necessarily. So you really end up doing a lot more coats than probably otherwise.
Okay. I haven't tried it yet. I got a couple of little pots of it, but I haven't gotten to them yet.
If I were to start over, I would buy it over Citadel. Though I'm not sure. I don't know. I don't know that I would have got the benefit. It's hard to say. Like, it feels like it might be good for new painters in particular.
Okay.
Because of the trickiness of thinning down paints.
Yeah.
It's a lot easier to put on more layers than it is to take them off. Like,
yes. Yeah. That is a fact. I'll have to try it. Actually, that's not true. I did use a little bit of it, but I used a tiny bit of it for sponge painting some hazard stripes. So I didn't get a feel for how it actually works as a paint.
So something I was talking about with the other day with the wife was I want to have like you, Binary, Amy all over for like a paint hangout.
Oh, hell yes.
Everybody just bring your own desk lamp. I'll have whatever I have, and then we'll just pile up around the table. I've got enough paints for everybody.
I don't know, man. You might not. It's funny. I see your paint shelf in the back. I had my paint on the exact same setup from IKEA.
Okay, so yeah, that's actually, I don't know that I've ever shown that in the camera, but it gets worse.
Well, you need a different rack for your army painters and your citadels, and you're going to need a new rack for your Peracros now, too.
And that one's 3 high with a 3 thing there.
Oh, God. Dude, you are at least as bad as my ex was with nail polish here. At least you could use more than one color at once, though.
Yeah. Well, there is a lot of that. Like, so part of it too is like, as time comes out, like new things start and kind of catch on. So like I had bought a bunch of the Citadel color like contrast paints. That's what that whole shelf I pulled out was contrast paints, which are like super liquided down. I did like an army based off using them.
Okay.
And then somebody got me the gift, the speed paints from Army Painter, and I like those a little better. So I have all those. So there was like a couple big sets, and then there's also more than a decade's worth of just paint here. And I guarantee you some of these pots are 10 years old.
Oh, yeah, I'm sure. Like, I have almost exclusively Army Painter just because that's the stuff I've gotten. I've gotten very beginner stuff.
Well, I think, to be honest, if I was to start fresh, I would just buy Army Painter and call it good.
It's
like
remarkably consistent.
Yep, their pots are fantastic. They're a little cheaper than Citadel, and their consistency is generally. I've never had an issue where like one's dried up or it's too thin. It's like
the only issue I've had
super
with them
consistent.
is the caps getting gunked up because I don't clean them off before I button them up.
Yeah,
and that's entirely on me.
Hard to blame anybody here,
yeah,
but I'm still pissed about it.
Yeah, like I need to get new white because I didn't clean my white off before I put it away, and it didn't seal properly, and it all dried up.
White's a freaking nightmare to begin
Yeah.
with. Like it's actually interesting. I haven't owned a white until just the last couple weeks.
Huh.
Everything's been shades of gray.
Okay.
And I mean, it comes really close. And when you're painting on these shade layers of gray, that top one, it looks white.
Yeah.
But it's not.
Okay.
Because the white paints, the like pigments they use are like huge.
Yeah.
Like
well, that's exactly what it feels
is.
like. It's like just thicker.
Yeah, and it's not even the paint sticker. It's that the actual pigment, like pigmentation, is
it's
very
larger particles
thick.
being suspended in the medium.
Exactly. So like, you have to you have to thin it down a bunch to get it to like go on smooth, but then you have to put on layers to get it to not be translucent. And by the end, what you end up having is like a sandy surface.
Yeah. The few times I've tried doing white sections, I've run into that with the white paint.
Yeah, like for the most part, the main go-to white I use it's Brigade Gray.
Okay.
And it is pretty gray, but I'll actually be working up to that here in just a moment. So I'm going to start with the dark gray. Well, maybe I'm not. I don't know what I'm doing. But I did just recently pick up Pro Acryl's like bold titanium white.
Okay.
It's pretty good.
Okay.
It's pretty good.
Yeah, I don't have a super deep collection of paints right now. I've got about one of those little IKEA shelves and a handful beyond that. I did get a Vallejo rust kit, and I have been really enjoying that.
I want to mess with more pigments.
Yeah, like this, it goes on exactly how I want it to. It gives me very reliable rust results. and it's been a joy to work with, and I want to try some of their paints rather than their effects. One of the things in this is just a base paint. That goes on super nice.
Vallejo's supposed to have really great stuff. I've not really used them at all.
I think it's because they're definitely at that upper price point.
Well, they also just aren't in a lot of stores.
That's true too. I wonder if they've just got tighter distribution deals or something. But yeah, I know I haven't seen nearly as many Vallejo paints as I have even Pro Acryl. And Pro Acryl's pretty new on the scene, aren't they?
Yeah.
I feel like I didn't see Pro Acryl. I wasn't in the hobby shops in Colorado much, but I don't think I saw it out there.
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely like last couple years, maybe like last 5 years or so. Binary would know better than me, but I didn't see it in a shop until just a couple months back. Well, maybe a year and a half ago.
Yeah, I know they didn't have it at the shop I played at in California, and then I didn't ever find my home shop in Colorado because I wasn't in a place to be going out buying models and paints. So I didn't see it there, but I also didn't look.
So I ended up getting into our local scene, meeting Binary and stuff. During COVID, I moved out here, and I knew where the local hobby shop was, but I didn't know anybody there, obviously.
Okay.
And so I just went in and I wrote on a piece of paper, slapped it on the wall, and was like, "If you want to play, call this number." Like,
That's insane.
yeah, like the equivalent of nerd writing your number on the bathroom stall. Like,
I've never been very...
For a good time, call.
Yeah, that's exactly what I thought.
Shows up with Warhammer models.
I've never been very good at putting myself out there and like finding groups like that. Like, I got no problem putting myself out there, but like putting in the effort to organize something like that has never been my strong suit.
Yeah, I will say I didn't do much organizing. Once I finally got the in, figured out when and where the tournaments were, it all kind of came together. But we are pretty blessed out here with a pretty epic local hobby.
It's wild
community.
How vivid it is out here, the hobby scene. Like, I remember Mike used to drive like half hour plus to get to the shop we played at together.
Yeah.
In SoCal, which you would think would have a scene. But yeah, Colorado, the place I was in Colorado, Greeley, had 2 shops. And they were about as diametrically opposed to one another as you could get. There was the one that was downtown that was super cool and accepting and open and like, we take everybody here. It was a very cool place. Hip forward, like they had all the new products and stuff, and they're very obviously growing. And then there's the other one that was...
had a bunch of very sad, angry people in it.
Yeah, sad, angry old men who were bitter that the world had moved on. Like... And it was not a fun place to be in. And
we know what that's like out here too.
Yeah. I haven't found that shop yet, but
you've been in that.
Oh,
shop.
have I?
Yeah.
Okay. It did not give off nearly as strong of the vibes as the one I was in Colorado.
No, it really isn't all that bad, but it definitely is like there's a aspect of that shop that is that.
That's fair. Yeah, this whole shop was that. Like, They were the kind of place that you could tell was very begrudging when they were forced to put in ADA accommodations.
Yeah.
Because he's been in the same building that long. Like, and he hasn't changed at all since then. Like, come on, man.
Like, we're not asking much.
Yeah. It's like one bag of Quick would fix your problems here. But you'd rather be an asshole and get yourself sued. I saw a lot of that in California, but there were also a lot of lawsuit chasers who would go around looking for things to trip on.
Yeah.
So that's one of the things that's wild about California is it is just so litigious. Like, everybody out there just sues everybody all the fucking time.
I've been abusing the crap out of this paintbrush.
I think that's the first time you've cleaned it on stream tonight, which is not typical.
Yeah, I've definitely switched it, but like I have not been cleaning it as often, and it's starting to take a toll.
Lawyery, binary. They're lawyery out there. They like their lawsuits. I showed you that brush cleaner I've got. I really enjoy. Ooh, I think I might order Jimmy dinner.
Yeah, I was a bit time pressed, and there's a Jimmy John's, not the one near me, but another one, and I was like, I hit like a traffic stop, but the right turn lane was open, and it was right there, and I'm like,
done. It's a sign.
It basically saves me 3 minutes to go there. Like,
yeah.
You know?
Yeah. Oh, I do like Jimmy John.
I'm a fan. I'm not talking about ownership. I get it. I do. I have differing opinions on some of that. But I have probably surprising opinions about it to Greg.
I don't know anything about their ownership.
So he got in a lot of hot water for like big game hunting.
Okay.
And so
vaguely remember
big game
that.
hunting is a weird thing. I actually support big game hunting. Big game hunters are tiny dick pricks usually.
As long as it is done.
I'm not talking about poaching because he wasn't a poacher. Like,
but as long as you're working with the Rangers and you're making a reasonable take, I have no problem with it. Like, especially when you're having to manage populations.
Well, in so much of what they do, like, if you want to know where the money for conservation effort in Africa come from,
the same place they come from hunting. Everywhere. Yeah. Hunting and fishing pay for conservation. Full fucking stop. I am a huge advocate for hunting and fishing access. They are our lands.
See, and I just say you would be surprised by my opinion on that just because I generally am much more of like a I don't get it type of guns person.
Oh, yeah.
Like, I've had them, they're tools, no further, no more. But like, I do actually, I'm with you 100%. Like, the amount of money that the departments of wildlife bring in through that by saying, great, we have this many animals, we're going to let one person hunt one. They don't even really get a hunting.
No,
like I said, the hunters themselves, generally tool bags.
Yeah.
Like, there's no sport to it. And if you pretend anything other than I'm going out to kill an animal from like way too far away, it ain't like you're wrestling a bear here.
Yeah, no. Like,
you're shooting it with a high-powered rifle.
You're getting driven up to
away.
Where they have baited this animal for you. Like,
exactly. Like
the method of take and the people who do it are kind of... The method of take is arguable in its ethicality because, you know, baited hunting, I don't know. I got feelings on that. But the hunters are almost always total fucking doodle. Like, completely agree. But yeah, no, the money it generates for those conservation efforts is why they exist, why they can continue to exist and do the good work of conservation. And anybody who is opposed to hunting and fishing because it hurts animals doesn't actually care about animal welfare in the big picture.
Or at the very least, doesn't understand.
I think that's much more accurate. They do not understand animal welfare in the big picture and how complicated and interrelated it is.
Yeah.
Like,
and again, poachers, on the other hand, they can hunt them down.
Oh yeah, no, poachers deserve to be poached. Full stop. They are throwing the balance out of whack for personal gain. Like, let them get on the bad end of a bear. Full stop.
Yeah.
Like,
Moby Dick should have another day. Like,
yeah, poachers are pieces of shit, but hunters who do it legitimately and actually only take what is allowed to, like, calculated to be taken. Because that's the thing. They sell licenses based on herd sizes. It's active management because we got rid of all the predators.
Yeah, we decided that we could figure out a system that's way more complicated than we even can begin to understand.
Yeah.
Even still.
Yeah, well, exactly. But, like, we got rid of all the predators. And we know that when you don't take care of a population, it got so bad in Yellowstone, the rivers changed path because the deer were overgrazing and it was destabilizing the banks. It was also leading to massive herd disease problems because there was overgrazing and starvation, and unchecked growth is never, ever a good thing. Like, period.
Yeah.
So yeah, hunters do the work that we took out of nature.
Like, I was watching this thing too about, like, the reintroduction of beavers into Utah.
Oh, interesting.
Super huge impact. Like, there's like a valley in Utah where they're like, we're gonna introduce 3 beavers, and that shit is lush all of a sudden. Like,
beavers are terraformers, man. Like, but yeah, what 3 beavers can do just doing beaver shit would take an army of engineers and politicians decades to get half as good. Like, look, I worked on those projects. I was the guy trying to replace nature for those things. Like, it's good and honorable work, but my God, nature does it better. Like, oh God, one of my favorite stories of the public grossly misunderstanding management practices is we had these wetlands in Fort Collins that we maintained because it was really important migratory bird habitat. And they were maintained ponds. They weren't natural ponds. And so we had to every once in a while drain one to do maintenance or something. And draining them required keeping a pump on 24/7, pumping it into the other pond and into the river. And we could get these notes on the machine, like, your machine is killing nature and destroying the pond, and it's super loud, and fuck you. And it's like, we're doing this so the birds have a place to land, assholes. Like, this bird you seem to care so much about needs the work we're doing. Because, like, we took away the wetlands when we stabilized all the shores with classic cars. Did you know that? The pooter is stabilized in Fort Collins with old cars?
Is it really?
You know?
That's so funny.
Yeah, if you look along the banks of the river through town, you'll see old car husks because they used them as embankment stabilization.
That's funny.
Yeah.
I mean, they're doing that now with reefs too.
Yeah, cars and buses and stuff. I've heard a lot about that. And good. We kind of need reefs.
Yeah, there's not much left.
No, Doomer Greg is very worried about reef collapse leading to ecological collapse. Like, and we are on.
Well, I mean, more CO2 is captured out of the air by algae blooms in the ocean than all of the forests combined. Like, so yeah, you start having those ecological collapses.
Yeah.
It's a quick spiral.
Well, exactly. Like, you take out one of those linchpin species, and they're never the big ones. You saw a lot of the algae blooms, or a lot of coral, Binary? But yeah, that's definitely one of those things that's very concerning. Is ecological collapse, and we've got a lot of very fragile systems right now.
Yeah.
But what you gonna do? I mean,
so the good news is that in our wildly complicated system that is very fragile, the system as a whole is very robust and self-correcting.
oh, absolutely. No, one of the most important books that I read in school was called Resilience Thinking. And it was a collection of, I think, like 5 case studies on different ecological disasters and how each of them recovered, and the difference between the ones that had resilience and the ones that didn't have resilience. And it was getting into why systems have resiliency in nature. And as a whole, on a global scale, nature is almost infinitely resilient. Like, especially if you think of humans as an extinctable species, then nature is definitely the only thing that'll take it out comes from outside the planet.
Yeah, like even to yeah, exactly. Like I was gonna say, humanity is not going to kill the planet.
God no, we are going to fuck it up and leave it charred and scarred and ugly. But it'll fix itself. The only thing that's really going to destroy nature or the planet is either it's coming from extraterrestrial sources. It's either an impact or a solar collapse.
Agreed.
Like, doesn't mean it'll be pretty or good to live on here, but life finds a way.
He knew that was going to be so ridiculously quotable.
I don't think like
that. That character in that movie was like.
I'm pretty sure at least some of the sequels were just to have more of him.
Oh, I mean, he's the only one that continued on.
Yeah, and the sequels didn't match the books at all.
So I read the first book. I never read any beyond the first book.
I read almost everything Crichton wrote. He was one of my absolute favorites. Like, he is why I'm into realistic sci-fi.
Fair.
Fuck penguins, not sexually.
What a hashtag. You know, penguins ought to just learn to fucking fly like a real bird. No.
Fucking poser-ass birds.
Okay, and maybe anybody else in chat or you, Greg. Have you heard of Neil the seal?
No. Neil the seal?
Yeah. So there's some town in Australia, and this elephant seal has been coming there and invading their town like annually or like biannually. I think it's like every 6 months the seals show up there. And he like roams around town and like takes it upon himself to be like, fuck that fence. And like it's like, that's where I'm gonna lay. Or he'll just randomly show up laying on somebody's porch, and it's Neil the seal, and the town loves it. And it's become a whole like TikTok thing, and like And of course, being they're Australian, they're very they're Australian. They just are Australians. Yeah. Like, and it's them narrating this stupid seal, like telling people to like city workers who are like, dude, we've got to do work here, and they're trying to shoo him out there. Hey, you just fuck off and leave Neil alone. Like,
can't you see he's trying to take a bloody sunbath? That's much more British.
And he's only like half size right now, and he's already like just ginormous. Like, he takes out like bollards and shit. Like, he goes up and finds them, and like, oh yeah, that one rubs me just right, and sits there and like pushes it clean out of the ground. Like, it's just great.
That's amazing.
Yeah,
he's going
one
to
of those things that's just so ridiculous. Like,
if he's only half size, he's going to like.
Well, we've seen it. They get as tall, like, while laying all seal, like, they're as tall as a human being. And that means most of them is flat on the ground still. And they weigh like 6 tons full grown, the males. Yeah. They're ginormous.
He's gonna crush a car with a kid in it or something.
Yeah, like, they're huge.
Insane.
Yeah, let's see. How big did these guys get?
It just reminds me of the Futurama episode where they did the nature documentaries.
Males can weigh up to 8,800 pounds.
That's a lot of fucking seal.
Yeah. Like, you have a special license to ride him. Like, you know? Like, I can't drive a truck that heavy. Like...
no, 26,001 pounds is the cutoff of that.
That's close enough. If you were on the back of that seal, you couldn't drive it no more. But yeah, I've been really enjoying watching and learning about Neil the seal.
I'm going to have to read up on Neil now and get myself up to speed as well.
He's just a vibe.
Oh. So, in classic Greg fashion, I started Project Hail Mary the other night.
The movie?
Yeah.
Had you not seen it?
I hadn't yet, no.
Oh.
I love the book.
That's right, you weren't out here yet.
Yeah, no, I love the book, but I haven't seen the movie. I got most of the way through, and it was longer than I realized, and so I'm like, oh shit, I gotta go to bed.
Yeah. But I'm on session 3 to finish it. I watched it in theaters.
Okay.
But yeah, same thing.
I'm really liking, like, they did Rocky very, very well.
I honestly think they did Rocky better than Ryland Grace.
I could see that.
Nothing against Ryan Gosling's portrayal.
Rocky
they just went a different way with it.
Yeah. Like, Rocky does it's exactly how I pictured him in the book.
Yeah.
Like, and Grace isn't not how I pictured him. He's a little too pretty.
So he's also a little goofier.
In the book or in the movie?
In the movie.
Yes. Yeah.
Like, it's similar, and I see where they took it from, and it's definitely leaning a little more into Ryan Gosling.
Yeah, yeah.
But at the same time, like, there's definitely he feels less competent and a little bit more like the accidental idiot. Like,
he feels much younger as a scientist and less like somebody who has been ousted from the scientific field.
Yeah, not bitter enough, I don't know, he's just unique. But it was still very enjoyable.
I wouldn't have picked it up because I read them and watched it so far apart, but having you said it, like, okay, yeah, I definitely see that they leaned much more into the fun side of him, and like, it made for a really fun montage sequence when they were building up the lab and stuff with Carl. But it did fundamentally change the nature of the character a bit, too. Huh.
Yeah, the relationship with Carl in the movie killed me.
Like sad or good?
No, just like fun.
Yeah. No, Carl
Like,
was. I love those actors who can just nail that like deadpan
the
fun
straight
man.
man.
Like you think he's gonna be like the stickler, and then he gives you the nod, and it's good time. Like it's definitely a character type that I appreciate. I also started Spider Noir the other day.
How far did you get?
I finished the first episode.
Okay. I'm through a couple.
Are you watching black and white or color?
So I started in black and white, and then when I picked it up again, I think I did go color.
Okay.
Honestly, I don't notice an appreciable difference. Like, I get the vibe with the black and white, but it wasn't anything quite so special that it's like I feel like I'm missing anything.
Okay. I know I've talked about this before. I can't remember if I've asked you. Have you watched the black and white version of Fury Road?
I did actually. After you told me about that, I went and watched it.
What did you think?
It actually was very good.
Like, doesn't it give it just a much more serious and contemplative feel?
Yeah, and it so unlike, and I think that's kind of the difference. Is like that felt like, while I know they're doing it intentionally in Spider Noir, it doesn't feel as dramatic.
You could tell that Miller really had a vision for this movie in color and black and white, and from a technical level, from a ground up production and planning level, built that into it. And it feels like so far with Spider Noir, they just, okay, cool, it's black and white now.
Yeah, that's kind of more what it feels like. And that's kind of why I was like, when I did watch it in color, I was like, I don't feel any different about this. Like, whereas, like, I think, like you said, Mad Max one, like, that felt like, okay, this was dramatically set up to look spectacularly contrasty and not just old. This felt intentional because, like, you're not going to feel like an old movie in 4K.
No.
Putting it black and white doesn't do that.
No, part of that old movie feel is the fuzz of a lower resolution.
Yeah.
Like, that's why all the games we played growing up look like shit on modern TVs. Is they relied on that fuzz. But yeah, I think, because there were even a couple of spots in the first episode where I'm like, I feel like I'm missing something because of the black and white. Like, when the guy in the first episode who changes, I felt like I was supposed to be seeing more than I did. You know?
Yeah, like the crackling kind of effect of it. And
yeah.
Yeah,
it definitely made it feel much more like it was, okay, cool. Somebody had a great idea. Let's do this in black and white after the whole thing was finished. And they just did it in post.
Yeah, that's exactly right.
And, like, yeah.
But I am very much enjoying Nicolas Cage as Spider Noir in that kind of atmosphere that they're doing. Like,
yeah.
It works,
like,
for sure.
I'm a big Nick Cage fan. I know he's a very divisive actor, and I have always been a big fan, especially because you can tell in his craziest roles, he is having fun. Like, yeah. And that's something I've always appreciated in entertainers, is like, if they're having a good time, I'm 100% more likely to enjoy it. You know?
Yep.
And you can tell Nicolas Cage loves acting. And so even when he's not in good movies, I enjoy his movies because he's having a good time making them. Also, Bit late to be putting out new paint with 1 minute left.
Oh, look at
that. It flies, man. It flies. But yeah, I'm very excited to finish it. I think I probably will switch back over to color just because the black and white feels like I'm missing something on this one.
Sure.
But I think...
So we'll see if we can show what I did there. Just a little bit of kind of a glowy blue electric look in the cracks in the hazard.
Oh, that's cool.
And then we got paint on the weapon now.
That looks...
The hardest part is I keep finding bits of metal that I missed for paint. Like, I still got one on the hand there that I missed. And that's my most frustrating thing painting. Like, it's like, oh shit, I missed that one.
That's
oh
fair.
Shit, I missed that one.
But dude, that hazard striping looks so sick.
Yeah, I feel pretty good about that. Like, I could have done nothing else tonight, and I would have been like, cool, I did good.
Yeah,
but
yeah, you should be damn proud of that.
No, we made some killer progress.
Like, that's super sick.
Should be able to wrap this guy up in the next, like, paint session, I think.
Nice.
And then I was showing Greg here. We did start, as I give you all, we are working on some boys. We're going to get these guys, I was saying, just to get through them, we're going to get base layers here. So, well, they might have to get one more layer on the skin because that looks pretty rough. But...
Pride is a rough mistress.
Yeah. Well, thank you, everybody who hung out tonight. It's always a great time. I hope you all had fun with us. And if so, catch us on Sunday with rave reviews. And Monday, I don't know that we're going to have an episode this week coming out.
Episode this week.
Yep. But we'll be back on Wednesday again, rave reviews, and Thursday with this. And we'll be recording something on Monday for you all to see the following week. So... check it out. Check out some of the backlog of Cyberpunk or Humblewood. And have a great week, everybody. Thanks for being here.
Thanks for hanging out. We'll catch you on the flip side.